Beep, boop, boop. I need to redo our intro. I meant to have one for different arrangements of hosts because Michael's not going to be joining us tonight. He is out medically. And Glick, he's here, but somewhere else he's dealing with an emergency. No, I don't know what's happened. He's dealing with some shit. But hi, welcome. It's Wednesday nights. It's Wildcard Wednesday. Fuck yeah! So you got me and my co-host Brittany. Bitch.
Excuse me? You fucking better say that, right? It's Britney, not
Brittany. I said Brittany.
I'm just
said
Britney, bitch.
Hey guys, it's Britney, bitch.
Why is that on loop?
I don't know. You made it
Anyway. How's your Wednesday? Has it been a wild card one?
If you count pot nap as a wild Wednesday, then sure.
Depends on how crazy your dreams are, apparently.
Well,
Or are, I guess.
they weren't bad. I'll say that.
Fair enough. How's everybody out there in audience land? What's that?
How was your fucking Wednesday?
It was pretty good. I was giggly all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found a lot of things to amuse me and make me laugh. It was like a meme day for me. I don't know. Speaking of memes, speaking of memes, I did drop a caption this or meme this picture on the Facebook page, guys. Check it out. It's funny. So tonight we are doing news stories, sort of kind of like what we used to do with WTF, but this time we are going to it's what we're doing tonight. I guess Glick is joining us.
What it do?
What it do? Yee. What is up, Xanthius? How's it going, my dude? So I don't know if Glick caught us talking earlier about how we're going to do this. I know I have two stories I want to bring up. Brittany's got one. Glick, you got two, don't you, sir?
Yeah, I got two. I got 2, 3, however many I get to.
Okay. Well, we're gonna shut this puppy down at 9:00 tonight at the very latest. So, well, on that note, Glick, did you want to get started? You want to start the rotation?
Yeah. So I want to ask you guys something.
Pass. Yeah.
Puff pass. So there's apparently a new trend going around, and I'm starting off on a little bit lighter note because I know. Blaze is going to bring the science and confuse the hell out of us, and then we actually know Blaze has got a really good one too that made me laugh. And
already.
Myself. Yeah. So no, he confuses me with science and it scares me, and then he brings me back down and he comforts me.
I confuse myself with shit, man.
So apparently there's a new trend, and this has got to be a younger. I thought it was a younger generation thing, but apparently it's not. I want to ask you guys this. Do you think it's rude? Like if somebody takes you out to dinner, or if you take somebody out to dinner, do you think it's rude if they take leftovers home?
Like,
okay. You
go ahead,
first, Josh. No, you go first.
I was going to ask, in what situation? Are we talking a date? Are we talking with homies? Are we talking with strangers?
Like if you go out with like anybody, friends, family, whatever, is it rude to box over leftovers from your meal that somebody else paid for?
No, I have noticed that a lot of people, you don't see a lot of people doing I used to call it the doggy bag back in the day. But you're right, I don't see a lot of people do it. I do it depending on what's left of the meal. I don't always do it. In some meals, when you take it home to reheat, they just say it ain't the same. So I don't see why would that even be rude? I don't even know.
Well,
I mean,
okay. If like say you're on like a first date, maybe is that what you're thinking, Glick? Like
No,
if you're on a
this is
first
just
date, just in
so
general?
just here. I'll give you the article real quick. A 28-year-old man got into an argument with his father after asking for a to-go box. They went out to dinner. Dad was paying for it. I guess the son ordered a main course, but also felt like he was in the mood for a side dish. Couldn't quite finish everything. So, his eyes were bigger than his stomach at the end of the day.
Right.
yeah. It happens.
If
But
he
his dad
smoked
was-
first, depends.
I guess his dad was pissed off at the move. He said that it was soon after the father told him that what he had done was rude.
Who
And that
paid for the meal?
When someone else, this is what the father said, a quote from the father, when somebody else is paying for the meal, you shouldn't order extra stuff if you won't be able to finish it.
Okay, I want to say something. Where do people come? Where do people come up with these rules? They're not written down anywhere.
Yeah,
These are values. These are quote unquote values of that individual family dynamic, the way he was raised, and that is it. There's no written down like this. I have a problem when parents talk to their children in this capacity. As a parent, I had to mind my P's and Q's not to accidentally teach my kids wrong. And I think this is a wrong thing to teach your children when you teach them quote unquote rules that don't actually exist, especially when the option for that is there. It's like you have an option.
They're gonna say they're paying for the food too.
I personally, if I'm paying for the food and someone took their leftovers home, I'd be like, cool, thank you for not wasting my money.
Right. Yeah, okay, yeah, see. But I can
don't let
also
it go to
see
waste.
the other side too, if like somebody orders way too much on purpose just to have that extra food purposefully.
I can see if it's done like I can understand somebody doing that. But I think if it's your father and son dynamic, you should probably understand if your kid is doing it or not.
Definitely.
Did he order like the steak and lobster and all these sides? No, he ordered an extra side dish and that's it. It's not I don't think that's like I don't think that's I don't think that's an intent to exploit his father. But I can see that.
The kid's 28 years old, so he's a grown ass man. But he said that his dad basically meant well, and that he was trying to teach him a lesson. But what lesson is there to be taught in this?
Right, you're wasting your money on
it. How many times have you gone? Yeah, how many times have I can't tell you how many times I've gone out to dinner and I'm like, oh, this appetizer, I'm gonna get some potato skins because they look really good, and then I order a fucking 16-ounce steak and a salad and another potato because I love potatoes. They're amazing. They're the greatest thing ever created. Potatoes. So yeah, and then I get like halfway through my steak and I'm like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't eat all them potatoes, and I'm bringing the other half of my steak.
Like I have been out with like rich people, and I will do it on purpose just because.
If I'm going out with somebody that's filthy rich, I'm ordering extra just. But no, I guess this is a new thing now, and I've never heard that before. Like, if somebody else is paying for the meal, you're not allowed to do a doggy bag or do leftovers. Like, I don't see the problem with it. If I take you guys out to dinner and you don't eat all your food because, for whatever reason, bring it fucking back to the house with you. You'll eat it later at the end of the day.
Because we're gonna smoke up and eat that shit later.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not like unless somebody's intentionally trying to order like meal after meal after meal. But yeah, I ate one meal. Let me take the rest home because I'm paying for it. Like if it's something like that, bad on them. But if it's just like, but if Glick and I are out, I'm like, hey man, I got the bill tonight, and Glick had leftovers and he took them. Like I'm not going to fill it. I'm not going to fill it any. Like it is what it is. Like I don't care.
Yeah. It's like,
I think that's a made up.
I just ordered all this food.
Yeah, I think some people are like going around making up rules for other people to have to follow, and it's like, be an adult, tell people no sometimes. Like, you're not gonna fuck yourself. It's okay.
Go fuck yourself, Dad. It's not the end of the world.
And don't invite me out to lunch, pops. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, I don't know. I and apparently there's a whole debate right now with this situation happening on Reddit with one side saying, yeah, you're a piece of shit for doing that, and the other side going, no, you guys are the piece of shits for thinking that.
I think it's such a mundane situation that like you really have to watch that situation to really have a real opinion on it, to tell you the truth. Like an actual worthwhile conclusion. Other than that, it's just like, oh, first world problems. You know what I mean? It's like you got to be pretty privileged to have that make you upset. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I gotta agree with you. I don't know. It blew my mind. I was like, when I first heard this story, I was like, man alive. You know how many times I've gone out with my parents or gone out with friends, or I've taken my parents out or my friends out and was like, I got you guys. Get whatever you want. I got you guys. And there's been leftovers that have gone home. Somebody eats them at the end of the day. They don't go to waste. I would rather they go home than just get thrown away, because that's what the restaurant's going to do.
I don't ever make the mistake anymore of saying, hey, I got all y'all covered, order whatever you want. I will never. I did that at a bar once with a bunch of ammo troops. I paid the bill, but I was broke for like the whole next fucking month, dude. And it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, I made that mistake, years ago. I took my guys out that I bounced at a club, and I took all the guys out for breakfast one night after our shift, and I was just like, they brought that bill, and I said, fuck.
Exactly, Mandy. Exactly. It's like that's something somebody with privilege would complain about.
I gotta agree with you, Blaze. That's just got to be a rich family or somebody who's never gone or wanted for. Gone
it's
without
funny
or wanted
because
for.
it's always the rich people that are offended by it. Like, oh, you can't take this because it's my money.
Hashtag eat the rich.
Eat the rich.
Yeah,
all right. I got a couple stories. I know, like Glick's got 3, I got 2, so I'm trying to do this in a fashion where we all get to talk.
Yeah.
It's not the same person, unlike what it used to be on WTF. So, with that being said, I want to go
be on WTF.
I don't know. I'm gonna open up with a lighthearted story. I think it's fucking cool for the ecology. I think it's cool for science discovery. I think it's just cool in general for applications. Granted, it's very small, but once it gets better and scaled up, researchers in Canada, Canadian researchers are developing an innovative biodegradable battery using tree pulp and cellulose nanofibers, which I'm glad that cellulose is being used again. We used to have a majority of our little plastic products made by cellulose or plant plastics prior to this whole petroleum plastic shit that's taken over. So stuff would biodegrade, and it would be like, oh, that toy, it got left out and it's gone. Over years, it just degrades. It doesn't hurt anything. So anyway, which can fully decompose in soil within about 60 days without leaving toxic residue. These paper-thin, flexible batteries are ideal for low power, short-term applications like medical wearables, environmental sensors, and GPS trackers, offering a greener alternative to traditional lithium-ion batteries. So it's not a technology you can apply across the board, but I think whatever moves we can make to lessen our dependence on toxic energy, I guess you can say, as compared to this green energy. I know green energy is a trigger word for some people, but clean energy, that's another trigger word. Anyway, I think biodegradable technologies is better for the planet. I think that's fucking cool.
That's one of the reasons why they got rid of mercury batteries, because of the environmental impact and, kids swallowing them and stuff. So, there's multiple reasons why those batteries would be a good thing.
And I like that they're starting out, and it might just be because of where they're at, but the fact that they're starting out on the short-term use things that do typically wind up getting tossed and go into the waste and everything like that. But
Mhm.
you know, as they develop their technology, we could see it into car batteries or, you know, whatever, you know, other things that have longer life. You know, our laptops, our cell phones, you know, whatever.
Like lithium batteries and shit could maybe end up turning into type of shit like that.
I
Our
can
vapes.
see that. I can also see pretty novel products like your school notebook also being quote unquote external battery that you can charge your iPhone when it goes dead.
Oh yeah.
Well, they
yeah.
have external batteries already.
No, I mean your notebook, your school notebook is both to write notes on, and you can plug your phone in it to charge because it's also a battery because
Don't
it's
they
all
already
paper.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just,
a
I'm
lot
just,
of the
I'm just like using novel ideas like Skechers
Okay.
putting lights in kids' shoes. I'm just saying, or you can
Fucking-
have a notebook. Your kid can have a notebook that has lights around the frame, and it's all because of that biodegradable battery.
well,
and
a
it
lot
could
of
be
the schools.
thin rather than, you know,
Yeah.
bad as fuck.
Yeah, I'm
A
just
lot
like
of the
thinking of like
schools-
novel, clever ideas that have fun
Yeah.
with it too. So,
Hell yeah, man! Dildos, biodegradable
I
dildos.
knew you were gonna fucking say that when I brought this up. I saw your
Oh,
face. I knew it.
Because I actually brought my vape up, Britt. Where's my batteries? Nope,
Well,
that's
this
not it.
one is a little bit more.
Yeah,
I actually do.
I agreed with you because I was like, ooh, that would be cool to have for these batteries where I could just, they might be a little bit cheaper. I can interchange them and I can just recycle them out. But these got that lithium and shit in them, so you can't.
So, but those batteries are rechargeable, are they not?
Yeah, they are. But I mean,
And that's fine. But I think with these biodegradable batteries for vapes, there's a lot of vapes on the market now that are disposable, but they're all lithium-ion batteries, and they just get tossed in the trash. Or I see them in a parking lot because somebody dropped it and they can't find their $40 vape now. Ha ha ha! And
or friends, they keep them and they have them like piled up in their room, and it's like a waste of plastic, and it's a waste of like all that shit that they put into them. They have actually canceled a lot of them, but then they'll just slap a new name onto it and sell them with the new name.
yeah.
Wait, what did she? Sure, she thought I was hot next to you. Oh. Hell yeah. Dude, if you're not wearing light up sketches,
Sorry.
exactly. I agree with yes.
Ooh, light up Skechers or panty droppers. Okay, I'm getting me a pair.
For sure.
I just as a side note to the audience members, a little bit thing about me. I hate Skechers. I'm a shoe person, and I absolutely hate Skechers.
You're gonna say that.
Skechers are an abomination. They belong in the trash with Crocs. I'm just saying.
Oh, amen.
I gotta agree with you. But Xanthius, you ain't got no shit on my light up Heelys, son. Gonna talk
Thank
about
you.
penny
Oh
droppers.
my gosh, Glick, I finally love you for once.
I roll up in them bitches. Bitches are pregnant. Automatically
That's actually
pregnant.
Hell yeah.
That's okay, Mandy. I'm not mad at that. I guess for
Pathfinder.
and when I get older, I might want fucking lights on my shoes too, so I can see my way. I
like light up shoes, but when it comes to Skechers, I am a shoebie like Joshua over here.
Did you say
So-
Joshua? Don't.
She called
Sorry.
you Joshua
Sorry.
and then busted a
I
cap.
know.
And then busted a Nerf cap in your ass.
I'm only making a big deal out of it because she makes a big deal out of people mispronouncing her name and adding an extra T.
I said Joshua
Yeah.
over here. Joshua.
I've heard that joke and I disagree with it.
No, I agree with it. Kind of.
Jellies. I think Crocs have a lasting impression than jellies do. But I see what you mean. I do see what you mean. Movie reference in the movie The Big Lebowski. Jeff Bridges' character did wear jellies in some of the scenes. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to digress in movies I don't want to. Brittany has a story for us tonight.
Glick's all pumped for it because it's about Baltimore.
Single mothers look out. Damn right.
Can I borrow
I'm
that?
a
Yeah, no.
motherfucking MILF hunter. I'm MILF hunter extreme.
Ew,
I'm
gross.
not, I know, right? I'm really not. That is pretty.
Huh.
I'm like Steve Irwin. I find him in the wild.
What am I
At the
doing
grocery,
here with you
like
guys?
at the grocery store or Walmart kids aisle.
There's one.
Walmart. That's another one. You can find all sorts of people. I printed.
Cruising for MILFs. All right.
Grab Crocs, but they're
I'm-
quarter too small. Damn it. Well, that was your fault for buying Crocs in the first place, Scotto.
Just reprint them a size bigger then. Anywho, Brittany, go ahead. Right, totally throw this whole thing off the rails.
It's all right. So, like, scrolling through shit. I'm so good at telling shit. Well, Baltimore, they are planting oysters in the harbor to clean it up because oysters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they clean up the water. It's a part of this thing that they've had for a while in the Chesapeake Bay. And now they're starting to plant about 470,000 or something like that oysters to clean up the harbor.
Hell
And the
yeah.
harbor's gross. If you've ever
Later,
been to
Xanthius.
Bye, Sam.
Go ahead, Glick. I have questions, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, living down in Charleston, oysters are gross. That is the most foul, disgusting food ever. Brit.
You don't like oysters?
No, it's the consistency. It's just like,
I get it.
Yeah, but anywho, they used to do this down in Charleston. They farmed them, but the reason, for the restaurants, but the reason they farmed them was because it kept the harbor clean. It also helped with reef growth and stuff like that, which coral reef is important for the ecosystem and the ocean and whatnot. So oysters do provide a lot to the environment and cleaning and everything like that. But it's really cool to go up to them. And Britt, I don't know if you get to that area very much anymore, but if you get a chance to go see those oyster farms, as they call them, it's a really cool thing because it's literally like right along the coast. They're all right there. And you can see like the coral reef starting to grow and spread and everything.
Yeah, well, they like put them in like different like square like fence things sometimes too. Like the different ways they plant them or whatever is very interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oysters look like swallowing snot.
I'm on Mandy and Glick's side when it comes to oysters. I will not eat them. I've tried them once. I don't like the texture, the feel. And it's kind of snotty.
Definitely.
But now I extra never want to eat them again. They're used to clean dirty water.
Right. And especially from Baltimore, you don't want them fucking oysters.
Yeah. I have a problem with eating like fish locally because the waters are dirty and I don't want to eat them. Like I have because the pollution is so bad some places that I have a hard time eating seafood.
That's catch and release, baby. It's catch and release.
Yeah. Like I like some seafood and some fish, but it's gotta be. It depends on where it's coming from, how fresh.
So
oysters just never did it for me.
Yeah, oysters are disgusting, but that's one of the other things that oysters do. They provide like a filtration system in the water.
That's cool.
Yeah.
To get those pollutants and shit out. That's part of what they do. So yeah, like you said, I'm the same way. I love living on the coast because I was never a big seafood guy. I like certain things, but down on the coast, I got to try more things, and they were fresh. It wasn't like going to Kroger's and getting tuna or salmon or something that could have been sitting in the freezer for the last 4 weeks. Like this shit literally came in that morning or that afternoon off the boats. And there were certain parts of Charleston that I didn't eat in certain restaurants because the water was pretty foul around the restaurant around the area.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of the nice things that oysters do. They are a huge part of cleaning up that ecosystem.
But
and-
that's
and
also
taking
why I
care of the
get
water.
why you guys don't want to eat them for sure.
Yeah, well, see, I didn't want to eat them because of just their texture, and I don't like them. I never really knew. I learned something new today. I didn't know oysters clean the water like that. I didn't know they were like a filtration
Yep.
system like that. Like I learned something new.
They are an aphrodisiac.
They are.
So is weed. So is mushroom. Like there's other aphrodisiacs that I don't need oysters. I'm just saying.
Well, I will say, you know, I not to make it sound like I did learn a lot from a couple restaurants that I took care of because they had oyster farms, because they were right on the water, and I was always curious about them. And then, of course, it was like full on, you know, the oyster farmer, which I didn't even know that was a real thing. He got all excited because he got to tell me all the great things that oysters do for the water and the economy or the ecosystem, and not only that, but how healthy they are and good for you and aphrodisiacs. And then I'm like, I just gotta kill your pugs.
For all this shit.
I just asked what was going on down there. I didn't plan on being here for 3 hours. But hey, you know what? It was worth it because 10 years later, I got to educate you guys a little bit.
Man, I remember learning that oysters were an aphrodisiac in my 20s. And I remember like, man, you should eat them. They're aphrodisiacs. I was like, I'm in my 20s. I don't need help getting horny.
True. That's true.
Like, what the fuck?
It still works.
It's, I mean, it's just like, oh. It's like Viagra at that point.
This gets me hard, all right? I don't need oysters.
The wind just blew. Like,
no shit.
Man,
Man, my 20s was weird.
That son of a bitch has a mind of his own.
The pearls are how they recycle the bigger pieces of trash and sand. See, I knew the pearls were like they were like sand or something gets caught in there and they develop. Yeah, I understand how pearls were made, but that actually, now that I know that they're filled, that actually makes more sense.
they have pearl parties. That sounds so dirty.
I give out pearl necklaces at parties. I'm just saying. Oh my!
So they'll bring you. You can shuck them yourself, and the pearl that you get out, or even if you get 2 of them, you get it in a design that you get to make yourself, like
Okay.
a pearl necklace.
Mandy had mentioned earlier that don't make my profession dirty. I'm curious to know what your profession is now that you said pearls are a necessity.
Andy,
The only thing
dirty.
The only thing I can think a pearl is used for is just for jewelry. Are you a jeweler? Anyway, you don't have to divulge. It's okay. I was just about to say it's Glick was up in rotation on the story.
Jewelry design maker. That's awesome. I love that.
Okay. Nice.
We'll have to bring you up sometime and you'll have to show some of your designs.
Oh, and trust me, the pearl necklace joke, that joke has dirtied your profession decades ago. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think it was a joke on Family Guy a couple times.
Well, probably.
I did not know that, man. Glick is back.
Sorry, Cash was talking to me.
No, you're good. You're good, my friend. I was gonna say you are up in rotation though.
I know we're kind of flying through these, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit this other one before I get into.
Well, I mean, I have one more. You said you had a few. I know we're on a time crunch tonight. So.
Well, yeah, but we're buzzing through these, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit this other one. Just mainly because where we went with the oyster conversation. This is more just to make you guys go, what in the actual fuck is happening? So this cat broke his arm taking a shower. You guys want to take a guess how he broke his arm taking a shower?
At first, when you said a cat broke his arm, I was like, how did a cat break their arm?
Wait a minute. There was a cat in the shower and it broke its arm.
For how they get the cat in the shower? Cats hate water. Sorry.
Okay, my bad. This dude was taking a shower and he broke his arm. Just real quick, one or two guesses. Do you guys think? What up, Jersey? Do you guys got any guess on how he broke his arm?
He slipped and fell.
I mean, that's the obvious answer.
Yeah. His hand slipped off his dick and hit the wall.
He was reaching for the soap.
Well, in actuality, you guys aren't too far off.
I mean, that don't make sense.
The man with the world's largest penis slipped and breaks his arm in the shower because his giant penis got in the way.
Did it fall on his arm? That's a pretty big penis.
He like picked it up and it slipped out of his hand and he tried to catch it and just snapped his other arm.
Oh my God. This is like the fucking chat that Michael came up with.
Yeah. So the AI, this guy is AI specialist, and he frequently goes viral for his enormous unit, which is 14.5 inches, and is reportedly the biggest medically proven penis in the world.
Okay, Michael, but this whole thing's about him breaking his arm or the size of his penis. I'm curious to know where Glick's mind is right now on this story.
It's about both.
It's about both.
It's about both. Because
dude would never make a pearl neck. He'd probably drown you in pearls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd be waterboarded with all that shit. Like,
so how this accident happened is because his member is so big that when he takes a shower, like
he tripped over it.
I got a big fat belly, so I can't see my feet sometimes. This guy's got a big fat fucking cock, and he can't see his feet. So I guess he was running late for work and didn't realize he's English, so he didn't realize the excess amounts of shower gel, we'll say, in the bottom of the tub. And he went to get out in a hurry and he slipped because he couldn't see because his penis was in the way and fell and broke his fucking arm.
The plot twist, he was a midget and he tripped over it.
I mean, at 14.5 inches long, that's damn near a trip hazard. For a normal sized man, I'm just saying. You know
those cord covers you get when cords go across the office for safety. He probably needs one of those when he's laying in bed. He doesn't fucking roll over and hurt himself.
I just would like to, and again, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. Let me.
What, the big penis? No, don't show it, please.
No, it's not his. Well, I mean, you can see his big penis, but it's not what I'm showing. There's the poor guy in his cast. You can, if you look real close, right there's
a bulge.
So, what movies on Pornhub does he star?
Mesmerized right now. He's like, "Hello, that's goddamn huge penis."
He does need anti-strip slips in the shower. I agree.
Part of me
but you imagine if your tip raked across those, that would hurt.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, he said that he was trying to rush out of the shower and he slipped because he couldn't see the soap and fell out head first onto the floor and smashed his shoulder and broke his arm because his dick's too big.
You think his parents had to buy a custom jock strap when he was in high school for sports? I mean, come on.
I don't think he played. Dude, did he use his penis? What if he played baseball and he used his penis for the bat?
As the bat? I wouldn't put it man.
I'm just saying. Talking about a stiff breeze getting you hard. Talking about an awkward day in science class.
And that's a man who deserves grave sweatpants. Okay, I'm not a person. I get weirded out when people wear sweatpants out in public, like on a regular basis. So I would give this guy a pass. Definitely would. Like that's a struggle in life. Like I get it.
That is a struggle in life. Britney.
Trying to put pants on. Speaking of 14.5 inches.
What up, Granny?
9 out of 10 he's approved.
9 out of 10 Grammys approve of the 14.5-inch penis and the nonsensical number.
What's that? What's that meme? Hit bongs, not dongs.
Why not both? I love that.
Nah, don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Nah. I'm a fan of both.
We get a clip paying ball. He's gonna use to protect his shit. Oh wow, that fucking came out all stuttered, Josh.
No, he needs a bowl at that point.
That
I
is
think
a
other
bully.
people need to be protected by that fucking thing if he's playing sports.
Man, do you
Could you
think like
Uh,
do you think riding that's like 8 seconds on a bull like for a rodeo? I'm asking. I'm asking
I
for
don't
friends.
know.
I don't know.
Could you imagine
Okay.
Could you imagine if he played football and he stiff armed you with his stiffy? For those of you who don't know what a stiff arming is, that's when you're running with the ball and you stiff arm somebody right in the face.
For years, the dad's like, I told you we should have named him Tripod.
no, name him Richard.
Tripod Jenkins.
Gotta name him Richard because of his dick. Get it?
Walking tall.
Speak softly,
Okay.
carry a big dick.
Oh man,
stick.
this has turned into like penis joke. This has gone off the rails. All right.
You know, it's been a long time since we've done a penis story, and I seen that, and I was like, if I get the opportunity, we're gonna talk about it.
That was a good penis story. That was a very subverted penis story because I'm like, first you started off there was a cat that broke its arm in the fucking shower.
I don't know.
That's all I imagined.
You know how many accidental touches he probably have gotten? Totally unintentional. Like, oh, sorry, dude. I didn't realize that was gonna stick out that far.
My bad, bro.
What am I doing here,
Did
honestly?
you just fucking me to me?
Okay. So I'm gonna okay.
Everybody, like, share, and subscribe. How about that? For more dick talk. Let's go.
Oh man. So oh man, the story I got is gonna fucking god damn it. That's a hard story to follow because that
Wait,
one's all
the
about
dick?
laughter. No,
bro.
the story I'm about to tell is like sad. And,
Oh no.
oh no, I know, but
Let me pull the e-brake on this conversation.
it is a story. This is a story that came out last. This is a story that came out last week, and it's about an online streamer, French streamer. His real name is Raphael Graven, but he went by Jean Pormanov or something like that. Anyway, he started off as like a gamer dude, and then he got in with this other group of guys, and they started live streaming as friends, quote unquote. But honestly, what it turned into was them torturing this guy, choking him, drinking and eating stuff he shouldn't. It was kind of quote unquote jackassery, but it was all focused on one person. I guess they decided to go do a 10-day torture stream, like 10-day stream marathon, constantly. And there was a text that came out. Apparently, at one time he texted his mom saying this guy was 46 years old, by the way. Apparently, he had some health issues and stuff, so he wasn't a very popular person. So I think whatever friends he could make, those were his friends, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So anyway, during this stream, he died.
Oh shit.
In his sleep. Yeah, live on stream.
Oh, damn.
Some of this stuff is out there online. I don't know what they pulled. I watched some of it, just like the little clips that the news channels would share, which was still atrocious, but not the maximum which would happen. I dare not to.
Even thinking about it is like it's atrocious in general.
Yeah. The thing is, though, after the autopsy, it turns out that the trauma that he went through of those quote unquote friends of his wasn't what killed him. They're just saying it was, natural causes because of his illnesses, his diseases, or his health complications.
It doesn't make it any better, though.
Yeah, but it to me, it'd be like, wouldn't that almost compound like what's going on with them? Oh, that's right. I did touch on a text. He sent his mom a text pretty much saying, they won't let me leave. I'm stuck here. They're torturing me and blah, blah, blah. I'm basically a hostage. So anyway, there's not going to be a prosecution for these gentlemen because they quote unquote I think
Because
it's
how
I
he
think
died.
I think it's at least manslaughter. But the law in France is saying it's not because he didn't die of the traumatic abuse. He died of the
I feel like
thing.
it
But
has to do with it.
I think so too. But there's some extra layers here. This is on a streaming platform that's based in Australia called Kick. Kick, Australia. I know, right? Words are hard. And this incident happened in France. Apparently, Kick knew about this. They were like hazing him. Yeah, hazing. Let's just say what hazing is. It's fucking bullying, man. I hate hazing. And anyway, so the company Kick had to know that they were doing this to this gentleman because they would use that gentleman in a Kick shirt as advertisement to sell their merch. So they were aware of this. So because they were aware of this, it comes out. So France is going to sue the Kick company themselves for allowing such crap to happen. So yeah, but my biggest thing is, I think his quote unquote friends, now they're saying, "Oh, we miss him. It was an accident. You know, we love him." Blah blah blah. I'm sorry, but if you treat a man like that, a person like that, take advantage of their vulnerabilities and their disabilities and stuff, and say and call them your friend, you're just a complete a-hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think this happened in France. I don't know how the laws work there, but here in America, wrongful death suit, manslaughter, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, and not to be the devil's advocate, but here's the thing. So, unfortunately, Facebook, even TikTok, other live streaming, Instagram, people have unalived themselves on those platforms during a live stream. For all Kick knew with this live stream, because you look at live streams today, streamers do the most dumbest fucking things in the world for clicks and views. You're not that bad. I mean, there was a streamer not too long ago who would illegally climb buildings to sky jump, and he died.
Yeah.
That's his
and his family wanted to. I can't remember if it was TikTok or what it was. They wanted to sue TikTok and the building, the building owner. But it came like, look, he's here. For all they know, the guy was there on his own accord. What was happening? They didn't know if it was real or not. I mean, I don't think you can 100% hold Kick liable. Obviously, there should be something there. Maybe they tighten up their guidelines. Maybe they cinch up their guidelines. Maybe they don't allow that stuff because, like TikTok, for instance, if you're doing anything on TikTok and even Facebook, I mean, we've gotten in trouble on Facebook for live streaming, and we don't do anything terrible. But some of our conversations have crossed Facebook guidelines. So Baby Kick needs to tighten their guidelines up because you can't do anything on TikTok. You can't even really drink on TikTok because it's considered a harmful activity.
Yeah.
Their conditions and everything.
But I was reading.
I guess that is one problem with the Kick platform. Apparently, it is less controlled than, let's say, YouTube or Facebook or something.
And you and I were on a previous platform that was a little loosey-goosey because they were new and they hadn't quite worked out all the bugs, and you could get away with a little bit more on there than you could on YouTube or Facebook or the TikTok. So I don't know how long Kick's been around, but I have seen them before. But I did read another article on this because you sent this to us, and it kind of struck a nerve with me because obviously for the content and what was happening and what happened to this poor guy. But in the one article that I looked at, there is a potential for the guys that did this to him that they could face up to. Oh, let me see it. I just had it. And now everything went. They could risk up to, or potentially be facing up to 10 years in prison and a fine of £1 million, which is the equivalent of 1.17 million here in the States. So I mean,
Okay.
there are. It seems like they are going farther into it with an investigation on the assholes that did this to this poor
Yeah.
guy. But also at the same time, and I don't know that this is one of the reasons that I dove a little bit farther. Why didn't the mom do anything? And
Jersey's got some experience with the Kick platform. You're gonna have to let us know about that one night.
Yeah,
because I'm not that familiar. This is the first time I've ever heard of the Kick platform. To tell you the truth.
Wait, so Glick, you said that the mom knew about it?
yeah. Blaze said that the mom that he texted his mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, basically, okay. So I wanna those other examples you brought up, the people unaliving themselves and whatnot.
Mhm.
Like I get that that's not good, but it's also not the same. Like this is a group of guys taking advantage of somebody in a vulnerable position and bullying them online for not just a day, not just for an hour, but we're talking about like on top of a 10-day marathon stream, but for months prior. It was like an ongoing thing. It was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
But he also accepted it though, so it's kind of different in that sense too.
But again, he had health, mental, like he as a 46. I'm pushing 48. Cognitively, that gentleman at 46 didn't understand what was going on. He was vulnerable because
him.
Exactly. So I think there is. I know in America they do have some legal procedures because of situations like that. There's people who have mental deficiencies. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. Mental disabilities, like they're almost childlike. You know what I mean? So they're easy to take advantage of as if they were a child. Yeah. So again, not all the details are known. Still more things are coming out, of course, but either way, it's horrible to see other human beings treat a person like that for kicks, for clicks, for likes, and the people that go to that and watch that stuff. Oh, you guys really are sick.
The people that like to watch that type of stuff or even do that type of stuff, bullies. There's another word for it, but yeah, bullies is what they are in general.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, this is not the first stream of this kind where this has happened, whether it's been somebody with mental deficiencies or whatever, because again, it's such a blurred line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't. And that's why I said a lot of these streaming apps, they need to tighten their guidelines up. You know, I get pissed off at TikTok all the time because I get in trouble on there all the time. But there's so many times that this has happened where people go on these extended streams and they do dumb shit, harmful things to themselves and to each other. And it's all about the clicks and the likes and the views and the comments and money and everything else. So it's hard to decipher when somebody's actually in real danger or until something terrible like this happens. What happened to this gentleman?
I know there's going to be some people out there, Blake, but Blazing, what about Jackass? And that's a good point. That's a good point because that question was raised on a thread, on a comments thread. So Jackass was a bunch of guys. Of course, they're adolescents at that time. They're all consensually decided to do that to themselves. Like they all agreed to do that and do it to themselves and each other. Like this was, even though this guy agreed to have it done to him, it was one-sided. It was I think it was 3 or 4 guys that would torture this one dude. It wasn't him torturing them or taking turns. It was all on
him. It was all on him.
I don't know the extent of his mental disabilities, but understanding how people kind of work, like there has got to be something there that put him in a vulnerable position to accept that, and that saddens me so very much. So it's very lasting.
No, it is. It really is.
I didn't know Britney dropped.
She just. It is a very sad story, obviously, but hopefully Kick will now Yeah, like Jersey said, like I'm vaguely familiar with Kick. I think I checked it out one point in time, not too long ago, for more promotion for the network and the shows and stuff like that. And I wasn't too impressed by it. But like she said, it's very lackadaisical. There's a lot of apps like that. Haps was one of them. Cantina is another one. There's just no real guidelines or rules, and people can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I don't know who Stick is, but I'll take your word. But apparently, Stick rules. Stick rules. It's not a fun app to use. Interesting. I might check it out because I'm curious now. But Glick, you have another story for us, don't you?
Yep, I do. But I'll just one more. I really hope that this causes Kick to tighten up, to tighten in the reins and get shit under control. And unfortunately,
that's right. Kick is like Twitch, if I remember reading it right.
Yeah,
Kick is more like Twitch. Okay. Kind of like Rumble is like YouTube.
Mm-hmm. So I do have one more here, and Britney's back. I'd like to get her input as a lady. We've talked about the AI. We've talked about the robots. They're taking the fuck over. Oh, I got a new one for you. Pregnancy robots.
What?
Pregnancy robots.
You're gonna have to explain more in detail what you're talking about. Pregnancy.
I'm going to.
About robots that get pregnant, robots that help with pregnancy, robots that deliver pregnant. I don't know. There's so much.
I don't know. How about you let me get there?
Because you asked me a question like, "What do you think of this?" I was like, "I don't know."
Pregnancy robots. I'm out. Figure it out. I sent you the link. So yeah,
as long as it's not mine, I don't care. As long as it's not mine.
Yeah, we're talking about pregnancy
Brittany,
robots.
You're muted.
No, pregnancy robots could give birth to human children in revolutionary breakthrough, and is considered a game changer for infertile couples.
And this is how the Matrix starts by. Oh, so this is basically like just advanced
it's like having
to test tube babies
and like a bottle of juices or whatever.
So what would this robot do? Just be the gestation container for a baby?
China is working on designing a bot with an artificial womb, which will receive nutrients through a hose in its abdomen. And it will soon be able to carry a fetus for about 10 months, giving birth accordingly.
Why does it have to be like an actual robot? Why don't they just do it in like tanks, like I was trying to say? Like
I agree with Brittany. And for one reason, why do we have to, is it walking around? I don't, and two, once we start assigning, quote unquote, or personifying these robots, like with, it's their abdomen and not, it's just sticking into a birth container.
That's what they are. They're sex dolls.
It seems so weird when it's explained like that.
So, so the pregnancy robot, if all goes according to plan, the prototype will make its debut next year. For those struggling to conceive, hiring a humanoid to carry their baby would cost. So, like if you get a surrogate, if you like Britt, say for instance, you and down the road you get married, you and your husband want to have babies, but for whatever reason you can't, and you go to one of your best friends. I know, I'm just saying. You go to one of your best friends and you're like, hey, so and so, we can't get pregnant, but would you carry our baby for us as surrogate? Right. That could cost, right around, right around $100,000 to $200,000.
This is why I like Scotto. His mind went to Dune as well. Exactly.
Yeah, this pregnancy robot is only about $14,000.
But I can see the other side of it.
Cheaper than a marriage.
In a robot body, because a baby, it gets used to their mother. You know what I mean? But like, so would they come out being like, because they come out of a robot?
No, it would still be. This is the way I would picture. I mean, because we have what IVF in virtual fertilization, where it's like a quote unquote the old bad saying test tube baby that we used to use in the 90s.
Yeah.
But you would take that from the DNA from the parents, and then put it into the. I don't like calling it a robot. I don't like calling it a robot.
That's me too.
I like breeding. I think breeding tanks, even though it sounds more dystopian, because this is a dystopian idea, I think is more appropriate to take the
But the
truth.
point of putting it in something that looks like a woman weirds me out.
It does. We should. This is how we're gonna F ourselves with robots and AI, because we're gonna give it. We're doing it ourselves. Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
It's freaky to me.
So
I mean, it is kind of crazy.
I do like the idea of it for, like Jersey pointed out, surrogacy for couples that are struggling. That's a good idea. Like, I dig it.
My cousin, she's tried it twice and she's not able to have kids, and that's all she ever wants. And so that idea would be, I don't know. She's also kind of religious, so maybe she wouldn't get into that type of stuff because it's science and religion there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see the Peter Thiels or Teals, whatever his name is, of the world, like requiring this in the future to be like the way we give birth now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hopefully none of that ever happens.
Yeah.
What's up, you damn degenerates? Oh, you're talking about Glick. I see. Yes.
Oh,
What's up, Mo Dog?
What up, dude?
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, before long, pregnancy robots. You motherfuckers with your sex dolls, with your AI sex dolls, you go fuck around and impregnate one of them, and then you go be on the hook for the next 18 years.
Don't talk about yourself that way.
There is so many aspects. There is a lot of aspects. Like when it comes to this kind of technology, when it comes to AI, robots, and quote unquote matrix living, like there is a lot of nuance and details, and it's gonna be messy. Like it's
already
gonna be
kind
messy.
I'm telling you, Skynet, man, come with me if you want to survive. Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hey, we got shaman in the house too. Let's go.
I like dishes because they're so delicious. Why do you like dishes? What are we talking about, dishes?
I like dishes because they're so delicious.
What up, shaman?
Now my brain hurts. God.
Well, I think that's pretty much all the articles. You got anything else, Glick? I know you got to bounce at 9. I wanted to give us some time to talk about these. I know we still got a little bit left, but we are coming up on an hour for a show, which I think is always great.
More penis? What?
No more penis. But I do want to go through the week. What is it? Wednesday. So tomorrow morning, you can catch Michael and I on Chronic Contemplations. We're going to be talking about, I think it's called the Stanford Experiments. I can't remember the actual name, but it's about the prison guard experiment.
Oh, the prison and the inmates.
Yeah. We're gonna be.
That is wild.
We're gonna be discussing that. I just want to give a shout out to people who joined us Tuesday morning. Michael and I had a blast doing trolley problems with y'all. That was so much fun. So much fun. And next Tuesday, we're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna do trolley Tuesdays for a little bit because that website, we stopped at 15. It keeps going. So we're gonna pick up where we left off at level 16. And we're gonna keep going. But anyway. Then tomorrow night, tomorrow night, Wally's going to be back with a show. And I don't know if it's about animals or if it's about vroom. We'll find out.
I believe it's about race cars.
Okay, so it's a vroom night.
Race cars or reptiles?
Dragons and dinosaurs that race cars. That's what he does.
And then Friday this week is movie trivia night. It's going to be Western movies. And I don't think Glick catch that entire conversation that one night about Western movies because I don't know what he's talking about saying I don't know what a Western movie is.
Man, I came
Anyway.
in there. You guys were talking about the Big Lebowski being a Western, and then you said
I did
Mad Max,
not.
and I'm
I
like,
did
what
not
in the
say.
hell is happening?
You did miss that question because I didn't say Big Lebowski was. I asked because it
Oh, you
has
asked
elements
me.
of what anybody considered a Western. That's not saying it is.
I was.
This is what I'm talking about.
Conversation. I was so confused. I'm like, I came in and I'm like, hell yeah, they're gonna be talking about like Clint Eastwood and John Wayne and like a bunch of other really great young guns and stuff like that. And it's like Mad Max. I'm like, what in the hell is happening here? And the weed is good in their neck of the woods.
Well, because we're talking about the elements of what makes a Western movie. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, Friday night's gonna be trivia night. I know we got Glick coming. Tony's gonna be there. Brian might. Michael is gonna be there, obviously. I think Tarantula might be there. I let her know, so we'll see. We're gonna
more victims.
Yeah, and I told them all that I'd prefer it if they all just ganged up on Glick and made him look smart. Anyway, speaking of Tarantula, there she is.
What's up, Angel?
Angel. That's I keep wanting to say not Angel, but Angie for some weird reason. So so instead of me messing it up, I just say Tarantula. So anyway, Saturday night, you and Cash doing Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon?
No, they're back at their mom's this weekend, but Cash and I were talking about that the other day. We are definitely going to be coming back here very soon with Cash's Corner. So we just took a little hiatus during the summer months, but we are coming back very soon. Here in the next few weeks, Cash's Corner will be back.
Cool. And of course, Saturday night is Nonsensical Nonsense Open Door Challenge, which if you guys have been paying attention to the Facebook page, I said at the beginning of the show, I dropped the caption this or meme this picture. We're going to go through Saturday night, all the funnies. There's some good ones already. Mandy,
I don't appreciate you motherfuckers, and I don't find any of you motherfuckers funny, just so you know.
I already have the picture for next week's caption this set. Nice. I'm going to drop next week. Yeah. Anyway, and of course, Sunday is Unnecessary Roughness.
Yep.
Ooh.
Unnecessary Roughness this Sunday. Saturday is the official kickoff to college football. So we're going to be talking lots of college football. NFL is still in that fun time of the year right before they get started. Just got done with their 53-man rosters. And then, of course, we'll be talking some maybe we won't start talking about fantasy football until later on. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to have a league, a podcast league this year. Angel, take care of yourself. Damn, girl. Hopefully you're all right. But that's cool. That's just one less headache I got to worry about. So
true.
We'll shoot for it next year for 100 for real next year. But yeah, man. So we're going to be talking all things football. Hopefully, Derek will be there, and as always, Rick will be hanging out with me. So
cool. Monday, there's nothing scheduled. I got to work that night, so unfortunately. Tuesday morning,
doing something with you and I.
Yes, that might have to be early in the day because I work Monday night. But Brittany and I are going to do a thing on discussions on pop culture and counterculture and shit like that.
Nice. I think Wally, I've got to. I know he's tried to call me a couple times this week. I've been so busy with stuff, but I think he's back to normal and he might be rolling Monday. If not, I don't know. Maybe I'll come up and do something Monday evening. Just come up and fuck around.
Then Tuesday, you got a guest this week?
Not as of right now.
Okay. And I do. I already mentioned it once, but we're going to continue Trolley Talk Tuesday this coming Tuesday too. So Michael and I. So guys should come check that out because that shit was fun.
And then next Wednesday, Brittany's going to host and she's going to bring a topic.
I don't know. Actually, we don't know what we're doing next Wednesday.
We never know what we're doing Wednesdays. We'll figure it out between then and now.
Do it. I'll take care of it. I got this.
You got it, Britt? I was just messing with you, but if you got it, let's do it.
It's called the Britney Fade. I don't know.
I pulled a 20-pound bag of ice last night at work for a customer, and it was stuck and messed up. Ouch.
Oh, no. Oh. Sorry to hear that.
Football. Well, do y'all have anything left?
Yes.
Y'all have anything to end the show before I hit the end the stream?
Yeah, I'd just like to tell Modog he can kiss my ass. And rest of you guys in the chatters box, you sons of bitches are cool. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm just messing with you, Modog. You know I love you, brother. We'll talk some mad shit. Join us on
you,
Sunday.
Modog.
Brittany, do you have any words you want to leave the audience with?
No, thank y'all for coming out and hanging. That's all I got.
I enjoyed all the penis jokes and the pearl necklace jokes, and all y'all motherfuckers have a great night.
Right.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks, hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football clashes, touchdowns, epic plays. New spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in every week, diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds of tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for that beat. Flow so seamless, feeling so sweet. Urban grooves, rhythm from the street. Nonsensical network, always on repeat.